Hey guys, Cody with Princess Craft RV. Come along with me today as we go through the Bushwhacker from Braxton Creek. So starting right up front, let's go over how to get this thing hooked up to your tow vehicle. It's going to ride on a 2-inch ball. You'll use your manual tongue jack here to crank this up and down to get loaded, as well as to level your trailer front to rear. But once you get loaded onto the ball, we're just going to pick up our coupler here, pick it up on the back and slide forward. Make sure these ears right here fall down into those cavities, and that's going to ensure you a nice latch onto the ball. Now to get it to release, it's just going to be the opposite. Pick up and slide the coupler back, and that should be your release position. A couple other things that do need to hook up to your tow vehicle is going to be our safety chains. Now these do need to create a basket, if you will, underneath the hitch and clip onto the receiver hitch. We're also going to have your safety breakaway cable here that needs to stay on its own path, not routed through the chains or anything, and then clipped onto the receiver hitch on its own clip. Last thing that we're going to hook up to the tow vehicle is going to be our 7-way cord here. Plug into the 7-way plug on the tow vehicle and power all of your trailer lights on the exterior, as well as turn signals, brake lights, and the electric brakes on the trailer if your tow vehicle is equipped with a brake control. Now moving just behind that, up here on the tongue as well, we're going to have your 20-pound propane cylinder. Very easy to use, service valve on top for opening and closing, just like a grill at your house. If you do need to remove this to get it refilled or exchanged, first things we're going to do is close our service valve, disconnect our propane service hose here, and then we're going to loosen our clamp bolt here on the side by the wing nut, and all we've got to do is take this loose. You don't need to take it all the way off. And then we're going to pick our cylinder up and out of the clamp, and now we can place this in our vehicle and go get it refilled or exchanged, whatever is available or whatever works best for you. Now just remember, anytime you're transporting a cylinder like this, it does need to be in the upright position. Putting it back in will just be the opposite. We're just going to take it and slide it back into the clamp ring here. Go ahead and hook up your propane service hose here. When you tighten up the clamp bolt here, this does not need to be super tight. Finger tight is plenty good. If you over tighten it, you may find it difficult to get loose next time. You actually need to remove your cylinder. And now you can go ahead and open up your service valve if you need propane for the trailer. The other thing that'll be mounted up here is going to be your battery box. It's going to sit on your front tray here and mounted to it. Inside will be a interstate RV marine deep cycle battery. You do need to maintain that battery by popping the caps off the top and checking the water level and topping off with distilled water as needed. Red will go to positive, black will go to negative. Moving around to the side of the trailer here, this unit is prepped with a solar port right here on the front. All you got to do is flip that cap open. You can plug in a portable solar panel into that, and it'll help keep your battery topped off while you're dry camping, or another great option is while you're in storage, so you don't have to worry about your battery going dead while it's in storage. Couple of stickers right here on the side. Top one's going to be our tire information tag, talking about our tire size and our tire pressure. Follow those pressures. Make sure you do air up your tires and check them regularly to that pressure. The bottom all white sticker there is going to be pretty much all of our vehicle information or our trailer information with the VIN, weights, things like that from the manufacturer. Speaking of wheels and tires, Lug Nut Torque. Check your Lug Nut Torque periodically. It is a good idea to check it before you hit the road each time, torquing to 100 foot-pounds on those. Couple of connections back right here on the side. First, we're going to have our city water fill. This is where we're going to fill up our freshwater tank so you can have water in the trailer. Just going to put your hose in here, fill it up until it backwashes out. That's going to give you a full tank of water to use with the trailer. The other thing here that we're going to have here is going to be our 30-amp cord connection. So this thing works very easily. We've got 3 slots on our cord end. One of them is an L shape. Trailer side's going to have 3 prongs, one of them an L shape. We're going to line up our 2 L shape slots and prongs there. Put that on, give it a little twist to the right, and then we want to make sure we go ahead and snug up this lock ring on here. We want to make sure we get a good snug fit here. We don't want the cord jiggling or being loose that could cause overheating or melting or arcing or anything that could cause operational issues down the road. Now this is going to be our furnace exhaust. We are equipped with a propane burning furnace on this unit. So this is going to be the exhaust. It's going to get hot while you're using it, so don't cover it, don't put anything in front of it, and don't burn your hands on it. Insect screen on that would probably be useful to keep the dirt daubers out, so keep that in mind. Coming underneath here, we do have a couple of drains down here. This one right here on the side is going to be our freshwater tank drain, where you can drain off the freshwater tank and the low point for the plumbing system. And then this white and green tube right here is actually going to be your sink drain, and that's where all that's going to come from. And you can also see under here is going to be your spare tire if you have a flat and need to change that. This trailer, the rear end is equipped with stabilizer jacks, spline drive or slotted drive here for you. Once you get the trailer level side to side and front to back, you'll run these to the ground using the supplied crank handle or using a drill adapter for your cordless drill. Run those down to the ground and just snug them up. Back here on the back, this is going to be a clamshell style trailer, so this is going to open up. We do have some turn latches here that key lock. We're just going to give those a turn, and this is going to be strut assisted opening up for you. And inside is going to be our kitchen. Now we do have some audio speakers out here for your entertainment while you're cooking, and we've got a 2-burner cooktop that's going to be very easy to use. So basically, to light this one, you're just going to push the knob down. You're going to turn past this lightning bolt to the max position there, and that's also going to turn your striker for lighting. So every time you go past that lightning bolt, you're going to get the strike. That's going to work for both of them and get you lit up. Do your cooking, let it cool off before you close it down. The lid here does have the windbreaker flaps on the side, so these just fold in, and then you can close your lid down. Now the switch on the wall back here behind that is going to be for your water pump. Since this unit is equipped with freshwater storage from a freshwater tank only with no city water connection, you'll have to use the switch here to pull that water out of the freshwater tank and provide water to your spray nozzle. Now this thing is removable from the trailer. It connects to a little port right back here. So if you take a kind of a gander at this thing, there's a couple of tabs on the side here. The receiving port has 2 little slots for those tabs. We're going to take, and just this portion of this rotates. We're going to line those up and then rotate that. You'll feel it kind of click into spot. You'll feel it click, and that will be connected, and now you can flip your water pump switch on and have water here for rinsing out, washing your hands, doing anything in your sink. And again, that sink's going to drain out in that green and white hose underneath the trailer. Now, since that is draining straight out underneath there, you do need some type of collection device for that. A porta-tote is a great option so you stay compliant with parks. Underneath, we just have some storage out here. Furnace is going to be mounted over to the left, so don't shove anything over there. Just keep your storage right here in this area that's available. This unit also comes equipped with a Coleman electric refrigerator. It's going to be 12-volt operated, plugged into the outlet right here. This vent fan and everything on the top needs to be free flowing anytime this is in use, so don't cover that up. If you're going to be doing some dry camping, it's recommended that this go no longer than 4 hours before you get a good battery charge. So if you're going to be dry camping, you're going to want a solar setup or something like that to help keep up with your battery. And it can be used, removed from the trailer, it can be used on its side. It can sit up like this, it can sit like a regular ice chest and operate just as well. Inside it's just going to have some storage there, and the lid can be flipped around and changed for opening directions for whatever suits you as well. License plate's going to mount right down here underneath to keep you legal, and the lighting in here is just push buttons on the face of the light. You do have 2 of them in here for operation. Back here you'll also find your GFCI outlet. It's going to have a green light on it. As long as the green light's on, everything is operating as it should normally. If there is no light, this thing has tripped for some reason, or you have no 110 to the trailer, but you should be able to reset it and that green light should come back on. All right, moving over to the passenger side of the trailer. Just here behind the fender, we're going to find an auxiliary LP gas port connection. This is great for hooking up propane accessories, a portable grill, or a portable campfire. Pop your rubber plug out. It's going to be a quick connect collar there. You just push that back, push your quick connect fitting in, let the collar go. It should all lock on. Then you'll have to turn this little gas valve on right here to allow actual LP gas to flow through. That also locks that collar from accidentally popping loose, so you do have to actually close that valve off to disconnect. And don't forget to put your rubber plug in whenever you are ready to hit the road. Now, your spare tire cranks down right here. You're going to find the attachment right there for your tool to crank it down, which I haven't seen a tool for that, so I don't know if they provide one. These black vents, there's one on each side and one up on the top here. This is going to be for ventilation for the air conditioner inside. So make sure none of this gets blocked or anything like that, so your air conditioner continues to operate as it should. Both of your entry doors are held open with magnetic catches. It's going to be this black puck right here. There's one on each side. And this is going to be the metal strip receiving it. So the door just opens up, pushes all the way back against that metal strip, and then just helps hold it there so the door doesn't fly around. So that pretty much covers the exterior roof rack, so you can put some stuff up there. That's pretty much it out here, so let's take a peek on the inside. Did you get that? You're a dork. All right, so on the inside of our Bushwhacker, comes equipped with your teddy bear mattresses for use for comfort. Underneath them, you will find storage. There's going to be underfloor storage panels that just have finger holes so you can lift up on each side, and then there's also one that crosses underneath here as well that can be opened up that you can get into for storage. The headboard's got kind of a bookshelf type sliding storage, so these little panels slide so you can get in there. Our lighting in here again is going to be just like the kitchen area or the galley area with push buttons on the face, all 3 lights in here. We do have a USB charge port under here. Got a couple of speakers as well. Got overhead storage, and that's going to bring us to our safety fire extinguisher here. Little green button on top. Check that periodically, make sure that button pushes down and pops back up. Should let you know that there is still pressure in the cylinder if you do need to extinguish a fire. Now coming over here, we've got our Dometic furnace thermostat. They've mounted it up basically as high as you can get it in this trailer so you can operate your furnace. The furnace's heat's going to come out of this black grating right here. For operation of your thermostat, it's just going to be 2 levers. We've got one on the top that's going to be your primary on-off. To the left is on, all the way right is off. They should audibly click. If it doesn't, you probably haven't got it turned on or off. And the bottom one's going to be for your temperature control. Now just above that, we're going to find your smoke alarm with a 9-volt battery inside. Test it, replace the battery as necessary. Now we do have storage compartments across the back wall here. The one over here in the middle, you'll see a kind of a disc here with a hole in it. So there is TV prep in this cabinet. Your air conditioner is plugged in there as well. You'll see your 12-volt accessory port, your booster plate with a cable will hook up and all that. And all those cables are designed to pull through here to hook up to your TV. Which is going to bring us to our air conditioner. It's a very simple operation. Your temperature control is over here, min-max. And then the lower knob is going to be for fan and cool settings. And then we can adjust our airflow with our vanes up here. And you'll see there's a little round intake vent here on the side. There's one on each side. Make sure those don't get covered up when you're using the air conditioner. That allows proper airflow to it from the inside. Now underneath our air conditioner cabinet and everything, we've got our WFCO power distribution panel. Inside we will find our 12-volt fuses over here on the right, a bunch of 15s and a couple of 40s, so having a couple of those on hand would be useful just in case you blow one. And we've got our 110 breakers over here on the left. So if you've got a power flow issue or a power problem, start here, see what you can figure out. We do have a 110 outlet on the side of that. And on the other side, we are going to find your Jensen Radio. This is where you can hook up a DVD player to play out to your TV or hook directly up to your TV, whatever works best for you. You can connect to it Bluetooth, all that good stuff. There's another 110 outlet, and then we've got your LP seal alarm down there. Since we do have a LP gas burning furnace in here, we do have to have that to keep us safe. And the last thing is going to be the switch on the passenger side wall. That's going to operate your porch lights on both sides. That will turn your exterior porch lights on and off. And then we do have a vent fan in the roof. This just cranks open. And then we have a speed control knob here. We can either have forward or reverse depending on which direction we want the air to move. At nighttime, it's a great idea in these smaller trailers to just crack this thing open. You don't even have to turn the fan on to help with moisture and condensation and stuff in here when you're running your air conditioner. All right, guys, that should cover everything on our Bushwhacker trailer from Braxton Creek. If I've missed anything, though, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can text us, email us, or give us a phone call. And again, this is Cody with Princess Craft RV.